Hey, welcome back to Happy Tales Farm. We're glad to have you for another visit. Today, this is what we're going to see. First, I'm going to show you the only dog in the world that can beat me at chess. Then, I'm going to take you into my wife's little barn that she uses for whatnot, show you how to build some shelves in there to help things be organized and the type of shelving that works best. We're going to also check on the ice down by the horses. It's getting thick. It's about 6 inches thick on the pond. And I'm going to show you an important technique to be able to keep that ice, make it available for you to be able to get to the water underneath that ice. And there's a little surprise in store for you right there. Now, after that, I'm going to move some geese up to the other part of the farm. I'm going to show you how you do that, show you their new home, and then also take a check-in on those new baby goats and see how they're doing here in the winter. I just want to remind you that if you subscribe to my channel, you will see the episodes in order, and they'll make a little more sense as you see a progression of many of the animals that we talk about and some of the things that we do. And I just want to mention to you, if you tune in to the very end, there's a little surprise at the end. After the final scroll, something unique that we found under the ice in the pond. Okay, so let's get going.
Welcome into Happy Tales Farm. Pull up a chair, rest for a while. We trade chores for stories and calm, and everyone leaves with a happy smile. Love grows here in everyday ways. Sunset paints gold on the rails. You come as a stranger through our front gate. You leave with your own happy tale.
Coffee cup, board is set. I forget which piece moves where. Rook goes straight, knight goes bent. Why is my king just standing there? Duty to do, I'm losing again. My dog Riley's thinking 3 moves ahead. Duty today, what can I say? I love this game even when I misplay. Duty to do, he's winning my heart. Shoot up, boom, boom, I'm still at the start. Duty today, someday you'll see I'll play half as good as Riley.
Did you win? You beat me? See that shed right there? My wife uses that to sell things on What's Not. If you ever want to look her up, it's called the Rusted Teacup. But she sells different products that we have. Fiber from the alpacas, all different things from, emptied out emu eggs to my favorite action figures. You might recognize this guy. Whatever she can find, plus lots of antique type decorative stuff. It's not my thing, so that's probably the best description I can give you of what she does. But anyway, the point is, inside the shed there, she wanted to have shelves built. And I'm going to just show you how we can set it up and kind of what it looks like when we put it together after it's done. Yeah, it's one of the things I work on in the winter. So come take a look with me.
Prefabricated shelves in a case like this are a great option because they've already been engineered to be able to be stable and hold things appropriately, but also have a nice finish and look, especially when you're going to be using them for display purposes.
So this is how we set up everything so she can kind of display it when she's doing her Whatnot sales. They do it, they kind of zoom in, they can scan stuff, and we put in an older cabinet, just kind of fit it in place. All these shelves we just built. And we are having one of the coldest winters we've had in a long time. It's been single digits. Yesterday it was probably, they say it was -20 below wind chill, and it felt it, just trying to get anything done. But I just want to show you what happens when it's this cold, how quickly the ice can ice over, and what I got to do to keep that stream hole open so I'll be able to pump the water out of it. Let's take a look at their box here. You see here how you got multiple layers. See the thickness of that ice? That top layer? That was around, I already broke it down, it was at this layer. Now this, you see how thick that is? That's a good 3 inches thick. But look, there's actually water still there. So it's best to keep just a small hole, and this actually insulates it, all this ice. So I'll just bust this out a little bit more, and then I get through a couple more days, there'll still be some water action for them. So I gotta bust this, which ain't easy. There we go. All right. And what I do is just kind of push the ice chunks in the back. As long as they can reach in there and get to the water. See, now they can get their whole face in there. I might get this a little bigger because what I want is I want to be able to have room for a little bit more ice to form. Take a look at this big ice pile. Look at these sheets of ice. I had pulled off this already. I'm just gonna make this a little bigger here. There's plenty of space here. Get their snout in the drink. It'll slowly ice over. They'll push it through for a while, but once it gets thick, that's 3 inches thick. Once it gets thick, they can't push through that. But what they are pushing through is this thinner stuff. So this will form over some ice. As it skins over, if it's a little thin, they'll just push it down and drink. But it comes out so quick, and forget this. That thing freezes, I won't be able to use it. Put it back in its slot. Okay. And you know the old saying, you can't lead a horse to water. Look at, there they are. They're all standing over there. Oh, you can't even see them. It's too far away, but they're standing over there waiting for the grain. I got the water available. They could come over and drink now, not have a problem, but you know, they drink when they want to drink. Now let me show you what I got to do down at the stream. Well, you see that spot there? That is what I'm pumping out of. So no matter how many times I bust this open, it just is going to fill right back over. However, even though I'm not planning to pump water out of it today, I bust it open so that when it skins over, it'll be a thin sheet. I'll be able to keep it open. If I just let it go, when I come back to try and bust it open, it'll be thick and I won't be able to get through it. Let me just show you how thick this is. Now look, here I am. I'm walking out here. Where I am right now, this is a swimming hole. This is about 6 feet deep of water right here, of a stream normally. Right now, it's solid ice, right? So that's why I gotta keep busting this open.
I've been chipping at the ice all day, breaking off the frozen ground, swinging my little silver spade.
If I keep digging away at it, you see I have a nice clean hole. That'll freeze, but it won't freeze 5 inches thick. Hey, take a look at this. There it is. That's the tunnel. Groundhog said 6 more weeks, but boy, feels like summer's never gonna come. All right, well, what we're gonna do is, I got some geese that are in with the pigs, and it's so hard to keep water for them now. I decided I'm gonna collect them together, take them up to the top where we have all our other birds. And we have a little pond up there that we're kind of keeping open for them. So here's what I was talking about. See what we got, our 2 pig pens. That one over there, that's where we keep the pregnant mothers so that they have room when they have babies. This one here, you can see how her belly's hanging real low. She's definitely pregnant. The girl behind her, she had babies about 2 months ago, and all her babies are placed. It's good to keep at least one other one with them so they keep each other warm, makes more heat. Now on this side, so this is the more long-term pen. This pen has, well, it has 2 other females and the only intact boar, and then 1 other male that's not intact that we just never placed. So we call the male Pumbaa, and the other 3 we actually probably find homes for them, but it's just not a good time to be placing pigs with somebody unless they got a really good setup. Now this pen is much bigger than it appears because this is just the central area where you feed them. There's a gap in the gate here that they can go out into this part of the pen, which you see a little bit of the fencing here. It goes out all the way around, way out in the back, comes up the hillside, comes back down over here along this side here. So they got a really big pen in the summertime, but just right now they don't go through it because the snow's so deep. And then it butts up right next to our sheep, and then we have a couple goats that we normally will put with the sheep and our alpacas, but they're up by the house right now, and we just have the 2 sheep in this pen right now. Now what I was saying was, we had 2 geese that we were keeping down here for the petting zoo section, but some of our geese from up the top decided to come down here, and they jumped in the pen with them and decided they want to join with them. So then we had 4 geese down here. And it's okay, but geese like water. So I collect them out of the pen. I got them set up here. Here's our 4 geese. You see there's 2 different types. There's these Sebastian geese, and then you have the big farm geese in the back, which are actually little babies, these big boys. They're super friendly, but it's a better spot for them in wintertime up at the top. Then in the spring, I'll bring those big boys back down. So for now, we're gonna take these guys up to the top, and then we'll take a look at them goats. All right, let's see how they do in their new home. Let's go. Come on out, guys. This is some of our others. These are my other 2 emus, Barley and Moon. Our alpacas, 3 of them, and the 1 other sheep, she stays up here. Yep, Barley's coming over to meet me. Hey Barley, what you doing, buddy? Huh? Huh? What? Look at that big boy. You's a big boy, aren't ya? Ain't you, big boy? What are you thinking? I know what you're thinking. You want to be a T-Rex when you grow up, don't you? What you want, baby?
Little tails flicking in a row. Mama goat stands
With your big brothers?
breakfast line at the Milky Mill. Baby goats, milk mustache parade in their fuzzy coats, tummy fold and they bounce and flow. Back to mama, back to mama, back to mama. The goat. Hey! One gets lost by the water pail, nose in a bucket chewing on a tail. Then he spots that curly ham, snoring in the shade, that's Uncle Hammy the pig. Oink! Baby goats, baby goats, milk mustache parade in the fuzzy coats, climb on Hammy like a mountain road. Nap for mama, nap for mama, nap for mama.
Okay. There you go. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed your visit here at Happy Tails Farm this week. They're calling for a break in the weather, so maybe next week we can show you some more things outside. One thing we're going to show you, whether it's good weather or not, is we're going to be doing some horse skiing. And if you're not sure what that is, that means You take a ski, you put on your skis or a snowboard, you have a rope to the horse, and you pull somebody through the field on the snow. That should be fun. Anyway, next week I also have planned, I'm going to be emptying an emu egg. That is, drill a hole in it, show you how to blow it out, get it prepared, and then we sell them like that. People use them for Fabergé eggs, decorative items, whatever the case. You might find that interesting too, so come on back. You're always welcome here at Happy Tales Farm. If you're in the Poconos, look us up. Remember, everyone who comes to see us here at the farm always leaves with a happy tale.
Hey guys, something happened. There was a bonus scene after the closing scroll. Stay around, check it out.
Welcome to Happy Tales Farm. Kick off your shoes, let down your guard. There's a place at the table, a smile in the bar. You'll leave with a happy tale. You'll leave with a happy tale from this little patch of yard.
Guys, you're not gonna believe this. Wait till you see what I found. I'm walking along, and in this pond, there's a hole. Are you seeing that hole? Do you see the eyes in that hole there? I can't be sure, but I think that was a Wokalar.